Alright, so today we're gonna be talking about GloRilla, you know. Yesterday, something big happened. She got signed to Yo Gotti's label, CMG, you know, for $500,000. A lot of people are saying that she didn't read the contract. I'll show you the video now.
Way to CMG.
Turn on tag, Glo. Turn on tag.
Let go!
Hey, how y'all doing? Come on up here, man. Y'all whole squad, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God! Yes!
Alright, I just wanted to make a small analysis here. You know, I don't know if this was just for the video, but I want you to notice that this page was directly put on the signing page, you know. There wasn't a single fucking cover page, none of that. She was reading, none of that. This man handed her the line to sign her name and the pen. No lawyer, none of this. This could be the best day of her life or maybe the worst, you know, it all depends. Signing that contract is something else, you know what I mean? Specifically when you sign it to another artist. All her friends in the background screaming and hollering right now, but shit, when you gotta pay that $500,000 back, that's gonna be a different story.
The big one.
Man, you know the main problem what I just saw? I saw a young artist walk onto a private plane with her friends and no lawyer and sign a contract without reading it, $500,000 in change. $500,000 in change sounds like a lot. It truly does, trust me, don't get me wrong. When you think about that contract, how long is it? How many albums is it for? Let's just give her the generous offer that I hear most artists get. Let's just be generous and say that Yo Gotti signed her to the same contract as NBA Youngboy. $500,000, we're gonna want, I believe it was 5 albums, and you're only gonna get about fucking 10 to 12% of your shit, you know? 5 albums at $500,000. Now let's say with this advance, you know, this advance will last you a decent amount of time because you just came from the trenches, obviously, so you know how to make $500,000 last, you know? There was 10 women there with her, so obviously, you know, they're about to go out in full today, spend a few thousand, you know? Things add up. Let's just say you spend probably about $200,000 a year, you know? That'll last you 2.5 years. The way these albums work with these labels are, they're going to want you to put out 5 albums over the course of 5 or more years because they don't want them to be 2 back-to-back because they want to stretch you out as far as possible. Also, you're not going to make any money until we make back over $500,000 plus your features, hotels, and all that shit, you know what I mean? This $500,000 is probably going to be all you're going to get for a while, you know what I mean? By the time you're on your 3rd album and you've ran through this $500,000, or even your fucking 2nd album, you ran through this $500,000 and you try to come back for more money, you're not going to get it because you signed a contract stating that we get 5 albums for this $500,000. Let's say best case scenario, you blow up, you know, you're getting a bunch of views and all that good shit, you know. None of the money is going to come to you. They're going to fuck you until they get their money back, plus interest and more, you know what I mean? So now you're making $0 for all the songs and things that you're doing while the label's making all this money for the initial $500,000 they gave you. And then when you go poor, about a year or 2 from now and you need more money, they're not gonna give it to you unless you sign an extension on your contract, or they're just gonna say fuck you and shelf your life. Again, this could be the best or worst day of this young girl's life. I hope for her that this was a real good decision and that $500,000 lasts her a lot. I just hate seeing young artists sign these fucking contracts so fast. Like, she just dropped her fucking first song that made her famous, you know, and now she's signing a contract. Say you had a company and, you know, your company was doing very well and someone came to you and said, hey, I want to buy it for $1 million today. You know, in their eyes, in a year or so, this is going to be a $10 million company. But to you, that $1 million sounds really sweet right now. But long story short, yeah, I just wanted to say, I hope that this contract was a good idea for her. And I hope that, you know, CMG does her right. I will say right now, you know, CMG is doing pretty well for Photo Doug and ESTG, you know. They aren't the most mainstream artists. They get the job done. I'm hoping to see what comes for young GloRilla, you know. Hopefully this was a really good decision for her. And the label does her right. But yeah, I mean, she probably should have waited just about another fucking few songs. Or she maybe should have taken less in advance, you know. That's the main thing. You always want to take less for in advance because then it's going to be less coming out of your pockets in the long run, you know. You're going to be off them shackles real soon. But yeah, what do you guys think, you know? Was this a good decision for her? Do you think she's going to make it long inside the CMG game? Or do you think this was a bad decision and she should have stayed independent, you know? Like and subscribe, tell me what you think. Fucking hitting 220 subscribers. I appreciate all you guys for watching, liking, all that good shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm gonna, you know, stay up all night editing videos and all that shit. Thanks for watching.